Happy Monday. So today we're going to be starting a new lesson where we are going to explore division with a unit fraction. We have two learning targets for this lesson. Number one, we're going to interpret division of a unit fraction by a non-zero whole number and compute such quotients. Number two, interpret division of a whole number by a unit fraction and compute such quotients. So let's take a look at what we learned about multiplying to help us as we explore our new topic. So the start slide says, draw an area model to find the product of 1/3 times 1/5. As you learned when we were studying multiplication of fractions, you can use rows and columns to model this problem. So when you look here, you can see that we have 3 columns and we have 1 shaded in. Then we also have 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with one of the rows shaded in. Our answer is shown right here in the overlap, which becomes our numerator, 1, out of the total number of boxes, which is 15. So if you remember the process of numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, the product of this problem is 1/15. So let's pose this question for today. How is dividing with fractions related to multiplying with fractions? So when you think about this, you can think of fact families and how you use them to help you with other multiplying and dividing problems with whole numbers. So taking a look down here, you can see that all of these problems give you one factor and the product, but you are missing the other factor. So I want you to think about how can you use this information to figure out this missing piece. 1/2 times what fraction would give you 1/6? So you want to think about 1 times what gives you another numerator of 1, and 2 times what gives you a denominator of 6. Were you thinking 1/3? Again, because 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 times 3 is 6. So taking a look over here, you have 2 times what gives you 2, and 3 times what gives you 18. Again, when you think 2 times what gives you 2, hopefully you're thinking 2 times 1, and 3 times 6 gives you 18. So that missing factor is 1/6. I would like for you to pause the video now and try and do the last two on your own. Welcome back. So hopefully you were able to think to yourself, well, 1 times what equals 1 and 4 times what is 20, and you got the missing factor of 1/5. And then over here, you can see that the missing factor was 3/6.